So let's get one of these bottles out. Moo Milk is right over there. Here we go. So yeah, remember what I said about a squirt gun shooting solar flares? Sure, Lilligant is weak to everything that Volcarona has right now, but the fact is that it still did pretty nice damage through all those quiver dances. And wow, I almost killed that thing with Magical Leaf. I thought it would have a little bit more HP left than that, but hey, not complaining if it makes it easier to catch. 1, 2, 3, come on, let this be it, yes! Volcarona was caught. For the first time of God knows how many. Because if it doesn't have a good nature, you bet your ass I'm gonna have to start this all over again. So, just going to take a look real quick. No, I do not want to nickname Volcarona. Thank you very much. So let's go to the Pokemon menu. It only had 3 HP left. Wow. Sassy nature, boosts special defense, lowers speed. I can live with that! I'm gonna keep this one. So, I'm gonna save once again, real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, now that I'm done in the Relic Castle, I can get out of this place. Or not really, because getting interrupted by a Baltoy. I'm just going to check the remainder of the basement, the rooms we haven't yet checked out. Remember in the first game how it was sort of like a maze, this area? Well, there are only a few rooms left in that maze, and it's as straightforward as it goes, so let's just head over there again, and yeah, this is a dead end. Oh, there's an item up there, which is an Ultra Ball. Okay, so that is everything that there was in the Relic Castle, so we now have no reason to come back here ever. The items were all grabbed, Volcarona's been caught, so I'm gonna head back to Driftvale City as quickly as possible. Once again, I'm going to dodge as many trainers as humanly possible, and wow, not getting a whole lot of random encounters here. Even the hiker was kind of cooperative. Okay, let's just wait. There we go. Well, you know what? Why not? I'm going to push that Strength Boulder. It's going to be done for the next time I come back here, which I don't know when it's going to be. It's most likely going to be after I'm done with the Sports Stadium rematches. And holy crap! Haven't encountered a single wild Pokemon since that Baltoy back there. The game decided to cooperate with me there, I guess. So, now that we're back out, I'm going to start building up my moveset on this Volcarona. I'm going to replace Fire Spin with Ember. Of course, Ember is a bit more. It's a bit more accurate. It's a bit more powerful as well. I lose out on the chip damage, but I think overall it's a winning trade because I don't really need the chip damage all that much. Now, I want to find the move tutor. I know it's an old guy on the first floor of a hotel, but I don't remember which hotel because they're all fucking alike! So, let's try this one. I guess I'm gonna have to visit them all. Maybe it's this guy here. Nope, it's the guy who gave me the shell bell. Now, this hotel there has no front door. Yeah, really helps. Build a hotel, no door! Of course there probably are doors in the back, but if so, why can't we access them? So it's fun to pretend that there are no doors that go into these hotels, and they've just built there. They've been built there for show at the expense of God knows how many Poké Dollars. Okay, this guy is the move tutor, so I'm going to go with Signal Beam, which only costs 4 shards. Even though it's the same power as the Elemental Punches, and it has an added effect as well, it's a lot cheaper for some reason. Don't ask me why, I have no idea. I'm not the one who's making the trading rates for move tutor moves, but whatever, not complaining, cheaper is better. So I'm going to heal my Volcarona real quick because it's down to 3 HP and asleep, which, well, let's just say it's not a good idea to send a Volcarona in a fight in such a condition, because I'm going to be heading back to Nimbasa to tackle the sports stadium. So, Oh, Volcarona is carrying an item. I'm gonna take it from it. Silver powder. Okay. There was an item that I was holding back on giving anyone because I wanted to give it to Volcarona. What was it already? It's the... Oh, right, it's the shell bell. So I'm gonna give it to Volcarona. It's gonna be very helpful since, well, it's a bit underleveled compared to the rest of my team, but not all that much. So now I'm going to, just reorganize my moves real quick. Signal Beam goes first, Ember, Gust, String Shot. Yeah, I think we're all good, so we can fly away to Volcarona. I've been saying Volcarona so much lately. Volcarona, Volcarona, Volcarona this, Volcarona that. We can fly to Nimbasa! Sorry about that. To take on I guess we're gonna have time for only the big stadium today, probably. But whatever, we haven't done any sports yet with the current setup of trainers, so it doesn't really matter either way. So what are we going to be doing today? We are going to be fighting baseball players. So as promised, while I'm fighting these guys, I just wanted to come back on what we know so far about Mega Pokémon. First and foremost, it's said that you can only trigger one transformation on your team per battle. So if you wanted to stack up your team with Mega Pokemon, it's just not going to work. You can't have like Mega Mawile, Mega Blaziken, Mega Ampharos, Mega Kangaskhan on the same team at the same time. You have to pick one, which suggests that they might be quite powerful indeed, though I'm really hoping that Game Freak would rather make them useless rather than making them flat out broken. But enough about that. There's also the fact that there are two known conditions for triggering the transformation. Well, one of them is known, one of them is unknown. What is known is the fact that there are two conditions. One of them is that you have to be holding the Mega Stone that is appropriate for the Pokemon species. For example, Blaziken's Mega Stone is called the Blazikenite, so you need to sacrifice your held item at the very least in order to be able to trigger the transformation. There's also a second condition that is not known at the moment, thank God, because if it was just as simple as holding a certain item, it would be pretty nasty. And there is also the fact that the Mega Transformation will last until the end of the battle. So you, unlike Meloetta's Pirouette form, you don't lose it if you switch out. So at least that's progress over Meloetta, I guess. And then, what's next? There was also something really important that I was about to say, but I kind of forgot. Right. Stat increases are confirmed for Mega Pokemon, of course. What we know right now is that Absol will get extra attack and speed, while Lucario will get extra attack. Now, we don't know the magnitude of these stat boosts, if it's going to be any more than 20-25, which is kind of the ballpark for alternate forms focusing more on a given stat, but it's probably going to be more than that considering how much effort has to go into getting one of these transformations to work anyway, and it better be a straight-up stat increase and not just a redistribution. For example, imagine if Blaziken had like 40 more attack and 40 more speed, but 40 less in both defenses. That would make Mega forms like this kind of like sheepy Fire Red Deoxyses, except without any of the things that make Fire Red Deoxys so annoying to deal with. In fact, so broken it's uber. And even if the stat increases aren't super holy shit amazing, just the abilities that some of these Pokemon get might actually make the transformations worth them. For example, Mawile gets huge power, which is absolutely freaking amazing. Absol gets Magic Bounce, which has amazing synergy with the Sucker Punch, because you can't use a non-offensive move because you're just going to have it bounce back at you, and you can't use an offensive move either because you're going to eat the strongest priority attack in the game, which is going to be even stronger. because Absol is going to have increased attack as well as speed for those coverage moves that aren't Sucker Punch. So, yeah, that was pretty freaking clever, and it's the reason why I think they're going to be accessible competitively. Some people are skeptical about that, but the fact is that they came up with this incredibly devious combination that really isn't all that useful in game. It's more a competitive kind of strategy that works really, really, really well. And as a result, that's why I think that they're going to be accessible competitively. And Mega Kangaskhan with Parental Bond. Holy crap, that sounds amazing. I'm going to get to the battle effect in just a second, but just to say that, well, Mega Kangaskhan looks a lot like regular Kangaskhan, except with the baby out of its pouch and, oh crap, a girder. Pro tip, never, ever have a Volcarona fight a Timber or a Girder. Wanna know why? Because of this! Rock Slide utterly annihilates Volcarona just as well as it annihilates Charizard. So, if you see a Girder and you're not confident you can one-hit KO it, pull out! But yeah, Parental Bond allows the baby to fight outside of its pouch alongside the mother. If before I wasn't entirely sold on the concept of Mega Pokemon, this one totally redeems whatever doubts I might have had. That is so amazing, having the baby do something without making a separate, crappy baby Pokemon. But anyway, I am now done with the baseball players, and I still have time for one or two more trainer battles, so I'm going to head over to the small court and fight whatever is available there. So yeah, as I was saying, I really love the concept of Mega Kangaskhan. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to put an end to those idiots who constantly say that there should be a baby Kangaskhan just because, well, the baby should be its own Pokemon. Because, you know, if people were stupid enough to want another useless baby in the first place, they're probably not going to stop now. It's just one of these really stupid things about gaming that just won't go away. Things like, there should be a light type in Pokemon, you killed Blue's Raticate on the SSN, Squall dies at the end of Disc 1, bullcrap like that. So, if people are moronic enough to believe stuff like that, then why would they be intelligent enough for new development to change their minds? And, of course, Volcarona gets paralyzed by a 30% chance paralysis. Remember my crappy luck with static? Well, it transposes to Spark, I guess. But yeah, on a more practical level, Mega Kangaskhan sounds pretty amazing because Parental Bond sounds like a sort of sub-breaking version of Huge Power that also works on non-offensive moves. So, for example, you could use Sing twice in one turn in order to get like an 80% accurate Sing. You could use Work Up twice in one turn. I'm only mentioning Work Up because Kangaskhan doesn't get Bulk Up or Swords Dance or really useful stuff like that. And the thing about Kangaskhan is that unlike users of regular Pure Power and Huge Power, its stats are a whole lot higher. It's a lot bulkier than Medicham or Mawile for one thing, and it also has a lot more firepower than something like Azumarill. So this has the potential to be pretty damn amazing. So now I'm going to stop here for now, but I'm going to come back on the subject next time because I have a few more things to say about that.